Coming up on tonight's broadcast, entrepreneurs seek to invent new foods, apparel design majors display their work,
Doggy Dash returns to Portland, and of course we'll have your weather forecast and a look at sports. All that and more right here on the Beaver News.
Good evening and welcome to your Thursday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Emily Schucht.
And I'm Andy Clark.
Tomorrow night from 7:30, there will be a concert at Corvallis High School Theater entitled This Land is Our Land, the music of environmental and social change. The concert will feature nationally acclaimed singer-songwriters Carrie Newcomer and Libby Roderick, with an opening number by Corvallis' own Spartacapella. The concert will also recognize Corvallis area musicians who are working through their music for cultural change. Reserved tickets are available at Grassroots Books and Music or online and are $12 for adults and $6 for students with ID.
Oregon State's Spring One-Act Play Festival comes to Withicum Stage Thursday, May 17th. The festival, which features 6 original one-act plays, written, directed, and acted by students, has an entertaining mix of dramatic and comedic shorts. Beginning May 17th, the festival will run for 3 days until May 20th. Tickets are $8 for general admission, $6 for seniors, $5 for youth, and $4 for OSU students. Be sure to support your fellow students and catch a show.
Have you ever thought of a food product that would be delicious, but it just hasn't been invented yet? Well, entrepreneurs, you are in luck. On Friday, from 2 to 4, the Food Innovation Center is offering 2 quick overview seminars for those who are looking into developing a food product. The seminars will provide basic information that will help those interested understand many of the requirements needed for developing a new food product. As a participant, you will receive reference and resource material handouts. The cost per seminar is $110 and space is limited, so make sure to call ahead and enroll today. You know, Andy, if I could make a new food, I think I'd go with, some banana jam for toast. How about you?
What about a banana split sandwich?
You know, it doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah. The annual Oregon State Fashion Show is set to kick off Friday, May 27th at 7 p.m. in the CH2M Hill Alumni Center on campus. Collections from juniors and seniors in OSU's professional apparel design program will be on display. Students in this spring's fashion show class are putting on the event, which they have themed Cirque de la Mode, or Fashion Circus. Tickets for the event, which brings in representatives from the Portland apparel industry, will start at $5 for standing room, $20 for general admission, $30 for preferred, and $100 for VIP. Yesterday evening, the MU Ballroom hosted Culture Shock as a part of the APA month.
To find out more about Culture Shock, we turn it over to reporter Brittany Mangold with the story.
KBVR held their annual Culture Shock Challenge last night in honor of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Acts included everything from dancing, singing, and looking good with your shirt off.
So really, Culture Shock is just kind of an event that really allows students to display their talents, because otherwise they wouldn't really have this opportunity without something like this. It really kind of gears itself towards our cultural groups.
It's not a choreography, so it's basically freestyling. So everything, it just depends, everything what I did, it all depends on how I feel that in a moment. Maybe the crowd gave me a lot of energy, I probably do a lot of stuff, but if crowd is quiet and I probably just standing there and do some little things. So
actually, my favorite act was definitely the Hawaiian one because all the guys are oiled down, so yeah.
But it's really cool just being up on stage. I felt like, butterflies. And then I saw the dudes do the haka and I was like, man, if they can do it, I can do it.
This is Brittany Mangold for the Beaver News.
Another event for Pride Week is going on tonight from 6 to 8 in the evening at the MU in room 206. The event is Full Spectrum Sexuality, an art exhibit on multiculturalism and sexuality. There will be a reception as well, which will include free cupcakes and drinks. It's not too late to go see the art, talk with community members, and enjoy refreshments right now.
Oregon State received $1.1 million from the United States Department of Energy on Tuesday as a part of the Nuclear Energy University program. The program aims to support research in universities that could lead to a reinvigorated nuclear energy industry in the U.S. OSU was one of 46 schools to receive funding from the government. The work done by OSU on passive safety nuclear energy and concepts and small modular reactors hold great promise for the future of nuclear energy. President Obama pointed to the programs at OSU as key parts of the future systems of nuclear energy.
On Friday at 4:14 in the MU 211, also known as the American Indian Room, there will be an event entitled Songs to Move the Earth, a brief history of environmental music. Join musician and writer Lorraine Anderson on a tour of a dozen favorite environmental songs since 1940. You can watch video performances, study lyrics, hear about the historical and personal context of each song, and nominate your own favorite environmental songs. Come celebrate the environment this Friday. Did you get a chance to check out the hot air balloons last weekend in the quad?
No, I missed out. But fortunately, one of our reporters, Hayden Wilcox, was on the scene. Hayden?
Hot air balloon rides were taken by moms and their kids as part of annual Moms Weekends festivities.
Well, that would kind of be fun. And she said, well, my mom's afraid of heights. I said, well, my mom kind of is too, but who cares? Let's just do it.
Pacific Peak's balloon adventures provided students and moms alike with the experience of a lifetime, taking them up into the skies.
No, you just heard she's putting heat in. That's going to make the balloon go up.
It's like, it's on our bucket list. I have to do this.
For Anna Godin and her mother, riding in a hot air balloon is something they can now take off her bucket list.
Oh, good. We satisfy a lot of bucket list requests.
For the first time since the early 90s, Pacific Peaks has been able to return to Corvallis and give free tethered rides to families in the quad.
Very peaceful, calm. I can see how people would just love it because it would be so quiet up there. Yeah.
Students eagerly signed up their mothers for the ride of a lifetime.
No, he said it goes up much higher if you're on a real flight, so this was just perfect. It's a good way to start.
Even those who were afraid of heights got to experience the joy of riding in a balloon.
It's the guys that are the ones that are squeamish, but they don't want to admit that. So they'll come up, free macho ride, I want to get in there. And I've had a couple guys that have said, I'm ready to get down the ground.
He's terrified of heights.
Yeah. I'm terrified.
And sometimes, flights can be unexpected.
The only thing that I've had is on a tether, actually, the wind kicked up and snapped the carabiner out. So we went for an unexpected flight, landed in, safely another 50 yards down the road, but yeah, you always have to be prepared to fly.
We're at the mercy of Mother Nature and the wind.
If I had $1 million, I would go every day.
This is Hayden Wilcox with the Beaver News.
Thanks, Hayden. The Hallie Ford Center will host several parenting workshops May 20th through 26th as a part of National Parenting Week. The center, which has been instrumental in leadership in parenting education in Oregon, will host presentations on parenting and policy, predicting healthy development in children, and parenting education for free. If people are unable to attend the presentations, they will also be streamed live online.
Portland's favorite pet event is back this Saturday. The 2012 Oregon Humane Society Doggy Dash takes place at Waterfront Park. There will be plenty in store for you and your four-legged friends with 3 levels of walks and runs, as well as a park full of dog events, music, food, and more. Make sure to stop by the photo booth at the Doggy Dash and enter the OSU photo contest. And check out the Oregon State Pavilion to meet our own College of Veterinary Medicine students and find out what it's like to be a vet. You can even get a free souvenir paw print made for you and your dog to remember the day. We have been seeing some lovely weather this week, and I hope it stays that way for Saturday's Doggy Dash.
To see what sort of weather we can expect over the next few days, we go to Tyler Dahlgren. Tyler?
I'm Tyler Dahlgren, and I'm bringing you your 5-day weather forecast. That's a look at your 5-day forecast. Enjoy the sunshine this weekend. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Tyler. On May 17th, Yuka Yoshima, the CEO of the Portland-based Yoshida Group, will give a presentation on how he achieved his own American dream, known for starting the Yoshida gourmet sauces. He will talk about his journey from sleeping in his car to being the head of a multi-million-dollar conglomerate and being named one of the 100 most respected Japanese in the world by Japanese Newsweek. The event is sponsored by the Austin Entrepreneurship Program and the OSU College of Business and is free and open to the public. Before we wrap up tonight's news, it's time to turn it over to Tyler Dahlgren for a look at sports. Tyler?
I'm Tyler Dahlgren with your Thursday edition of Beaver Sports. Oregon State baseball player Jake Rodriguez has been added to the Johnny Bench Award watch list. The award is given annually to the nation's top collegiate catcher. Rodriguez is more than deserving, having thrown out 24 of his 38 steal attempts against hitting .297 with 5 doubles, blasting 2 home runs, and driving in 26 runs. Perhaps his defense has been the most impressive. He has a .988 fielding percentage this season and has picked off 3 base runners from behind the plate. Rodriguez and Oregon State hit the road this weekend for a 3-game series at Utah. All 3 games, which start tomorrow, are slated to get underway at noon Mountain Time. That's 11 a.m. Oregon time. Our 24th ranked women's softball team will conclude the regular season when they travel to Tucson for a 3-game series against the Arizona Wildcats in the Pac-12's final weekend of conference play. The Beavers will also look to rebound after being swept in a 3-game series last weekend against California. The Beavers and Wildcats will go head-to-head with games tonight and Friday, beginning at 7 p.m. before wrapping things up with an afternoon affair on Saturday. Switching from NCAA to MLB news, a major rule change is taking effect in professional baseball. A pick-off move that's been part of baseball's strategy for many years is being banned next season. Major League Baseball is reportedly poised to eliminate the fake-to-third throw-to-first trick that teams routinely use. The Playing Rules Committee has approved a proposal to make the move a balk, and MLB executives and umpires are in agreement. The Players Union vetoed this plan for this season to discuss it further. There's no telling yet whether that would happen if players strongly object. Under the new wording, a pitcher could not fake to third unless he stepped off the rubber. If he stayed on the rubber, as most all pitchers currently do, it would be a balk. I'm Tyler Dahlgren, and this has been your Look at Sports. Back to you in the studio.
That's all the news we have for you tonight, but check back in with us on Monday at 7 p.m. for KBVR News, the news that matters most to you.
Have a good evening, everyone, and enjoy your weekend safely.